And then next up we have Cancer and Aquarius. I wonder if Cancer would be a little bit fragile for an Aquarius because they tend to have like a more deeper emotional.
They are definitely emotional. That's a really perfect word for to describe Cancer, as well as loving and nurturing, and there's much appeal to a Cancerian individual. Their needs, however, for security, their interest in home, and they're another sign. We mentioned Taurus earlier, but they're another sign that really values home and hearth and family.
Okay.
These kinds of ultimate personal needs, as compared to Aquarians' need for a wider array of friendships, greater adventure, greater emphasis on less intimate social gatherings.
Okay.
Social gatherings that are more, let's say, oriented towards people who share your common interests. In in terms of social movements or causes or that kind of thing. So where Aquarius is more interested in being out and about in the world, Cancer is very interested in being home and nesting.
Gotcha.
And this doesn't tend to work in the long haul, although I think they'll find one another quite interesting on the front end.
Gotcha. So you have one that really values their comfort zone, so to speak, and then another one that enjoys being outside of the comfort zone and exploring.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. Cancer's going to see Aquarius possibly as being cold and aloof, when in fact that's not what they are, but that's the perception. And on the other side, Aquarius may see Cancer as clingy and demanding, and that doesn't bode well for freedom-loving Aquarius.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Well, here's the first thing that is counterintuitive to the term Aquarian. Sounds like aqua, water. It's an air sign. It's not a water sign. So first of all, it is much more mental and social in its orientation, as opposed to water signs that are more about emotion and intuition and security. So some of the hallmarks of an Aquarian are intellectual pursuits, particularly progressive ones. They're known to be very open to new inventions and new uses of technology for the purpose of connecting humanity and assisting humanity in greater education, greater health, and all things that lift us up.
Okay, so they're good at pioneering new niches within society.
And new is the word. They love new, and they're kind of they're noted also for they're ruled by the planet Uranus, which rules the sudden and unexpected, and the inventive and the progressive.
Like a spontaneous
It's
energy?
So it's revolutionary. It's breaking down old traditions. So they are very non-traditional in their orientation, and make great friends, love discussions, especially when it's about ideas. They're very freedom-loving, and can be pretty independent. So those are some of the qualities.
Independent's a good word, because one of the closest Aquarius relationships I've ever had, like very independently natured.
Yeah.
But a fun person, like definitely someone who was a pioneer in a lot of ways with the different things that they would pursue. And just to go over once again for everybody that we're talking about the sun sign, and there are a lot more factors to consider when you're really trying to dive into the nitty-gritty of how a person's going to act based on their planetary influences. Okay. And some of those
Completely so.
factors include.
So, well, we're talking about Aquarius as though we're only talking about the sun sign. So the sun sign is important. That's our inner self, our sense of purpose, and the place from which we act to express who it is we really feel we are and our most essential natures. The placement of the moon by sign is incredibly important because the moon rules our emotions, our instincts, our habit patterns, and certainly our security needs. It represents our soul. And then amongst other really important factors is the rising sign. So that has a lot to do with our outlook and how people respond to us. So those are just the beginning, and we're not even addressing the placement of Venus or the placement of Mars, but those are important too. But always, the sun, the center of our solar system, is the heart of the chart.
Gotcha.
For each of us. So it's important to talk about that.
The heart of the chart. I like that a lot, and it does make sense considering the sun sign is a big influence. But like we said before, always love yourself first, and then it makes it easier to love everybody else regardless of their sign.
Thank you for reminding us that that is absolutely true.
Yep, I like that one a lot. And thank you. Good
Thank you, this has been
information
fun
as
today.
usual. Yeah, it's been very fun.
Yeah.
Good times.
Cheers.
Cheers.